We've got the new Eventide knife drop on the bench today. This is a collaboration with Third Man and Jack White that combines a synthesizer, an octaver, and an absolutely gloriously filthy distortion into one compact pedal. You have 3 standalone controls as the primary function, 1 to blend in the synth, 1 for drive, 1 for level. Then if you hold down this little button here, you get access to the secondary functions for the synthesizer filter section. You've got attack, resonance, and cutoff. There's a separate switch to engage the octave. You've got a sub-octave or an octave up if you press this little button over here, and of course an on-off switch. You've got the option to use a mono or stereo input. There's stereo outputs and an expression jack on here, which we will hear. But let's just get filthy with this. I'm just going to use the primary controls on here to dial in a bit of distortion and then some of the synth. Then I'm going to play around with the cutoff, resonance, and attack on there to get some big filter sweeps and disgusting squelchy tones. Then I will kick in the octaves. Let's hear the clean sound first. hideously disgusting. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the old Electro Harmonix microsynth, but obviously with the fuzz section in there, tracks really, really well, and you don't need an extra compressor or anything like that in front of the pedal to get it to track well, which I really like. It does come with these very cool little preset cards as well, which again further kind of reminds me of the old microsynth. So there's some suggested settings on here for the primary and secondary functions. So I'm just going to quickly knock these in over there. That's your primary, that's your secondary. Once you've got that dialed in, you could add expression control to it as well. Basically, if you've got the expression pedal in the toe down position, have your settings on there. I'm going to push it to the heel down position and maybe just change the cutoff. Now I can morph between those two settings using the expression pedal. So in the expression pedal toe down, we're going to have what's on the card. I think this one, what is this, card number 5? This sounds pretty wild. The expression card idea to get you started. Furthermore, kind of makes the whole thing a little more collectible on there. The overall aesthetic and the graphics, I think, really suit the tones you can get out of this pedal. Before we go, I do want to hear it into my normal, super disgusting heavy tone with some stereo detune and stereo delay. And I'm mostly going to use the synth section on here to just take that to another dimension. Very close to the most fun that you can have with your clothes on. If you want to learn more about the knife drop, I will drop a link in the video description. Let me know your thoughts on this pedal. This one seems like the perfect pedal to replace my microsynth and fuzz setup that I've got on one of my boards. So this will be featuring on a board build that I do in the not too distant future. Let me know what you'd like to see on that. And if you like what I'm doing here on the channel, links to my Patreon and the music that I make with my band Ragdoll are in the video description. See you on the next one.